The strong statement here against Roe and Casey is important to note because it in ways was also shared by the extremely liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg before she died. Here's a clip of her saying that almost very same thing, or eerily reminiscent things to what Alito is saying in his majority decision.
I thought Roe v. Wade was an easy case, and the Supreme Court could have held that most extreme law unconstitutional and put down its pen. Instead, the court wrote an opinion that made every abortion restriction in the country illegal in one fell swoop. And that was not the way that the court ordinarily operates.
Okay, so the point here is that Roe is primarily being overturned because it is bad case law. RBG called it extreme law and even said it could be considered unconstitutional extreme law. Now a whole generation thinks that they actually have the right to murder their unborn baby. So the media is so interested in narratives rather than the truth that they have not once ventured to tell you that this decision by the Supreme Court actually only returns power to the people, away from the federal government. Roe v. Wade gave sweeping powers to the federal government on the issue of abortion, and the court said we don't have the right and never did have the right to assume that power. That's what this decision really says. Now, this is historic not only for the lives that eventually will be saved, but also because this is a rare instance, and we need to take note of it, of our court system pushing away power rather than greedily gobbling it up. Supposedly, the Democratic Party is the party of the people, but they're shrieking like a bunch of demons who just caught a glimpse of Jesus out of the corner of their eye. Because the federal government is actually releasing power to the people. Whatever happened to the power to the people movement of the 60s and 70s? Oh yeah, they became old liberals. Now, they should rejoice over this, but of course they're not. Because abortions are, unfortunately, still very legal in America. And this decision only just says, this decision is going to the states now to decide, so calm down, leftists. But this does bring up a good question. How did Politico even get this leaked decision before it was made in the Supreme Court? Nothing like this has ever happened before. And whoever did it deserves to feel the full weight of the law. But why was it leaked? Seems clear that there's two reasons. One, this was leaked to try to gin up crisis for political gain. Democrats love this. They've gone on record as saying they love it. And again, the media is on every front declaring this is a woman's health crisis when nothing has changed except states get to decide based upon their constituency. But Democrats love crisis. They love it because people think emotionally when they're in crisis. They can't think clearly when emotions are high. So please, please, please don't let this work. Make it backfire on them. If you're in the middle or even on the left and you believe in free and fair elections and that those are in the best interest of all people, then please vote with your conscience here and don't vote for a party who wants to obscure the truth. Show them that they cannot continue to gin up crisis and try to get you emotional so that you react instead of think. But the second reason is more probable and definitely more diabolical. The release of this document is intended to put pressure on justices so that they will change their mind. So what do you call it when the full weight of the media apparatus or the Democratic Party, which they're so incestuous boogers, there is no difference between them, when they collude to stir up threats and intimidation of Supreme Court justices in order to subvert their decision and subvert democracy? Well, I was reliably told that January 6th is just the same issue and that this is insurrection-like behavior. We don't know who leaked it, but I'll guarantee you that it's somebody on the left who did this. So we'll be following along, and I want you to follow along with us. So make sure you're following us on social media in order to see this story as it develops, and we'll try to figure out who this person was when the media does, and then let you know the why behind it. But here's the implication of this. The big sort, I think, is a good thing, and it's something we're really seeing right now with political refugees fleeing blue cities and flocking to red cities, and then people saying like, don't California my Texas, and don't California my Tennessee, and don't California my Florida. I think ultimately this is a good thing because now you have a right to decide. So these are the people that say, my body, my choice. Well, we're giving you a choice now. Before there was no choice. And by the way, if we're going to make this a feminist issue, The women who are pro-life, they get a choice too, don't they? And now they have one. Now they can go to a state that doesn't have radical abortive policies as their procedure. And they have the choice now to live in a state that supports the things that they want to vote for. It actually puts not only power back to the people, but it actually is democratic what just happened here. And of course, that's not what you're going to hear from the radical mainstream left, because they think that this is a subversion of democracy. And now it's time, because they care so much about democracy, to destroy the filibuster so that they can ram through federal overreaching policies that absolutely subvert the decision of the Supreme Court, but also subvert the will of the people. This should be decided based upon the desire and the will of people within those states, within those cities, within those states, who say this is the kind of society that we want to build for ourselves.
You can catch brand new episodes of Indie Thinker with Reed Huberman every Monday, and weekly bonus episodes to keep you thinking throughout the week. But you have to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when new episodes drop. If you enjoy this content, make sure to like this video and share it with friends.